Hi, welcome to Tony's British English. Thank you so much for all your subscriptions. We need your subscriptions, so thank you very much, all you subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, today, what we're going to look at is a really complicated part of grammar. Everyone makes mistakes with this particular tense. Americans, American English, they don't use it as much as we do. So it's a very British English thing. I'm talking, of course, of the present perfect. Dun, dun, dun. Now, this is a really good tense. I say that, but I mean it. It is good because it describes exactly the situation. Now, let's look at the structure. So, first of all, easy peasy, we have the subject. I. Easy. I, you, he, she, we, etc., etc. They. That's easy. Now, the second verb we use is what we call an auxiliary verb. This helps form the tense, but it's not stressed, generally speaking. It's not stressed. If it's not stressed, we can contract it. So we have I, subject, have. Huh? I have? Yes, I'm sorry. Have is an auxiliary verb. We use it to make tenses. So we have I have, contraction, I've, you've, she's, he's, it's, we've, they've. Because it's an auxiliary verb, we contract it. Now, we have I've, he's, she's, etc. Now, the next verb is what we call the past participle. Oh, what's that? Past participle. Now, every verb in English has three parts. The present, the past, and the past participle. The present, the past, and the past participle. So, for example, you say, I see. I see. Present simple. I see you every week. I see you every week. Present simple. Past simple, because see is an irregular verb, we use saw. See, saw, seen. See, saw, seen. So, yesterday, or last week, or last year, or 2 days ago, we use the past simple. I saw you yesterday. I saw you last week. I saw him in a car with a woman. Now we have present, past. Now we have the past participle. See, saw, seen. Seen. I've seen him today. I've seen Pirates of the Caribbean. See, saw, seen. I've seen. But when did you see the film? When did you see the film? We're dealing with the past participle. We don't need the time. All we need is the action. Has the action finished or not finished? That's all. Has the action finished or not finished? I've seen the film Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, okay. But when? We don't know. It's not important. What is important is I have seen it. That's what's important. So we can say the present perfect is about action. Has the action finished or not finished? So it's not that difficult if you think about it. Now, let's have a look how some of these verbs behave. So we have go. 1, 2, 3. Go. Easy. I go to school every day. Habit. Routine. I went to school yesterday. I went to school last week. Yesterday, last week. That's finished. It's over. Last week was last week. So last week is finished. So we use the past simple. I went to school last week. Now the third form is I have been to school, or he has gone to school. Now very quickly before we carry on, just so we know, been means to go and come back. So, for example, I've been to Japan. I've been to Spain. Here I am. So I've gone and I've come back. Whereas gone, we can never say I've gone. Why? Because to go and not come back. Go and not come back. So we can say he's gone, she's gone to Scotland. He's gone to America. Why? Because he's not here now. So the third form of the verb to go is gone and been. Gone, other people. He's gone, she's gone, they've gone. But with the verb been, go and come back, we can say I've been to Spain. I've been to Japan. Pretty good. Okay, so now we're looking at the past participle, the third form. Where people make the most mistakes is when we have irregular verbs. Now there's no rule, unfortunately. There's no rule, there's no guideline. It's just learn it because they're very different. Have a look at this. Take. I take my work to school. Easy. Yesterday, I took my homework to school. Participle, taken. I have taken my homework to school. So we've got three forms, 3 times. Generally, yesterday, participle, no time. Next one. I catch the bus every day. I caught the bus yesterday. I have caught the bus today. Contraction. I've caught the bus today. I've caught the bus today. Look at another one. We have the word eat. Oof. I eat pasta. Present simple, generally, habit. I ate pasta yesterday. I have eaten pasta. When? We don't know. It's not important. What is important is the action. Eat has finished. The pasta is in my stomach. I've eaten it. Next one is swim. I swim every day. I swam last year. I have swum in the Atlantic. When? We don't know. It's the action that has finished. We don't know the time because the time here isn't important. So, what do we use the present perfect for? Well, I'll tell you. We use the present perfect for one, life experience. That's the first use. Life experience. Now, I've had a wonderful life. I've been really busy. I've been all over the world teaching English. So I know lots of different cultures. I know what the languages they speak, etc., etc. So, number one, I've been to South America. I've swum in the Caribbean. I've danced salsa. That's South America. Okay, I've also been to Turkey. Now, the biggest city in Turkey is Istanbul. So I've been to Istanbul. I've lived in Istanbul. I've worked in Istanbul. I love Istanbul. I've been there many times. I've also been to Spain on holiday. I've been to Spain on holiday. When? Doesn't matter. What is important is I've been. So, life experience, we can use the present perfect to describe what we have done. I've eaten sheep's eyes. My friend has eaten snake. He's eaten snake. What's the strangest thing you've eaten? Okay, over to you. What I want you to do now is to write down all the places you've been to in your life. All the strange food you've eaten in your life. All the places you've seen in your life. This is all part of life experience. Now, what happens if we want to ask a question using the present perfect? Easy. All we have to do is change the subject and the auxiliary verb. Have, has. So, you have been to America. You have been to America. Contraction. You've been to America. Question. Have you been to America? Have you been to America? Now, that question doesn't ask when. It just asks, have you or have you not? Yes, I have been to America. Have you eaten snake? Have you eaten snake before? No, I haven't. I haven't eaten snake before. So when we ask a question, we just change the auxiliary verb with the subject. Easy. Now, let's move on. What happens if it's negative? Easy. We just add the word not. So, I have not been to America. I have not been to America. Contraction. I haven't been to America. Have not been, contraction, haven't. Haven't. Look at the spelling. The N goes with the auxiliary verb. Apostrophe T. Haven't. I haven't eaten snake. I haven't been to Germany. Can you believe it? I have never been to Germany. I have never drunk sake. I have never drunk sake. That's a joke. I have. Now, as part of your homework, I would like you now to write down all the things you have done in your life. I've been to school, I've got a job, etc., etc. Yeah? Thank you very much indeed. Next time, we're going to look further into the uses of present perfect. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. See you next time. Bye.